we're going to continue with our reading of Proverbs. And today we are going to I'm going to pull apart some verses out of Proverbs 21 and 22. And what I want to encourage you guys to do is, as we finish up with the remainder chapters of Proverbs, the remaining chapters of Proverbs, I want to encourage you guys to continue to read along with us. Spend some time alone with the Lord, reading over these specific verses and the chapters in Proverbs. Because you never know how He's going to speak to you and how He's going to use these verses, maybe the verses that we've specifically talked about, or other verses to encourage you. And so I have two specific verses that I want to highlight, one from chapter 21 and one from chapter 22. And just kind of pick apart and kind of share with you guys what the Lord has spoken to me through those verses. And so the first two verses are from Proverbs 21, and they're verses 30 and 31, and it says, "There's no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord." And so I love in the Word of God every single time, which is a lot. Every time it talks about or gives us a little insight, gives us insight to the character and the person of the Lord. And so I love here how it says, how it just gives us such a clear picture of the victory that is won with and in the Lord. It tells us and it reminds us that there's no plan, there's nothing of this world that succeeds against the Lord, because He's almighty and all powerful, and it goes on to continue to explain and show us that the victory, nothing but victory, rests in the Lord and rests with the Lord. And so for us, that means that for those of us who are fighting battles, whether that be mental battles or daily struggles, that if we are walking with the Lord in that, then we will experience victory. It's not an if, but it's like a we will experience victory. And so the second verse I want to highlight for us is in Proverbs 22, and it is verse 4, and it says, "Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life." And so I love that it shows us that those who humbly come before the Lord experience riches and experience life, and experience honor. And so not fear of the Lord in the sense that we are afraid of Him, but fear of the Lord in the sense that we come to Him revering His name, and come to Him in with a spirit that is aware of his might and His power and His glory. And so I love that it shows us that direct result of humbly coming to Him and humbly coming before the Lord in such a way will produce life, and it will produce riches and honor. So I just, like I said before, I want to encourage you guys to continue reading with us, and I'll see you tomorrow.